bags, leather accessories, hats. Hi, I am Tony and I make patterns for leatherworking. For 2 years, my shop has been the most popular choice with patterns easy to use and clients all over the world. Start making bags, hats, and masks that you think will protect you from deadly viruses today with our precise patterns and video tutorials. Spend money on expensive leather and create items you think all your family and your friends will want. At dieselpunk.ro, it sometimes happens that a customer will leave us a bad review. That the pattern was no good, or the items he made look nothing like our pictures. So that is why I will address this issue today. We do not sell years of experience with leather. Just remember, you're only buying a pattern. It is still you who has to make it. A pattern can be a great tool. It can teach you new things. The video tutorial can make things look easy and exciting, but it won't change your skill level overnight. Remember, it is still you who does the work. Getting better requires willingness to learn and years of commitment and love for the craft. So I need to be very clear on what a pattern can do for you. It will show you how many holes you need to punch. It will not account for the ones you forget to do. It will provide you all the pieces needed to finish a design. It will not argue with you if you think some of them are unnecessary. The video tutorials will show you the order in which you need to assemble all the pieces. We won't be responsible if you choose to do your own thing. We can give you the tools to make something beautiful, but we can't control some of the abominations that are taking shape on your desk. I am sorry, but it's true. After you're done with your work, you will be taking the pictures. The pretty pictures on the website are ours, not yours. We spend thousands of dollars on equipment and have years of experience. I'm not trying to be rude. I just want you to understand what you get when you pay for a pattern. So I guarantee, spending money on patterns and watching hours of tutorials won't make you any good by tomorrow. It still takes a long fucking time. And now for the feature presentation. Just wait till you see this. In the next tutorial, we will learn how to do a pork pie hat. If you follow my instructions correctly, you may be able to make one of these for you, or for your girlfriend, or for your shop. These will fly off the shelves, man. Look at. So if I got your attention, follow me to my desk and we'll start making these now. Very easy build. If you have everything you need, you can get one of these on your melon by the end of the day. Peace! So you want to be like Walter Whitman from Breaking Bad? Or you're just bold? You want to cover your melon? That's okay. You need one of these hats. This is the pork pie hat, made out of leather. But before you start, I gotta tell you one thing. You're very, very limited in the choice of leather that will work in order to get this hat exactly like I did. You're gonna need 5 ounces or 2 millimeters for my European friends leather, vegetable tanned. So nothing else will work. I mean, they will, but you're not gonna get this shape. I'm not gonna explain why, because you know, but just trust me on this, alright? 2mm or 5 ounces vegetable tan leather, nothing else. So you found the leather. Next step, we gotta measure your head. This pattern will come in 4 different sizes, from S to XL. Personally, I'm on XL, I think, L, XL, I don't know. And if you don't know either, take a soft tape, alright? And measure your head circumference like this across your forehead, just above the ear tips here, alright? And according to that, check the pattern sizes and see which one is closest to your measurement, alright? After you found your size, go ahead and print it. Go ahead, I'm waiting. Print the patterns. Go ahead. What? You don't have the... There is a link, silly, in the video description. Go there, get the patterns, print them, and then come back and we'll talk after, alright? What do you think this is? Go, go, go. Right, so you're back with the patterns. Good. I chose for the tutorial, I chose the smallest of the sizes because I'll make this for my girlfriend, all right? And she's an S, so I printed the S size. There's a few pages. First thing we gotta do is paste these pages together. I'm gonna move the camera here and we're gonna start working, okay? Right, so next step we're gonna use the patterns we just cut to take them out of this beautiful piece of leather. Again, 2mm thick or 5 ounces, nothing else. I used about 3.3 square feet of leather for the smallest of the sizes. Obviously, you're gonna need a little bit more for the larger ones as you go. I can't imagine you'll need more than 4 square feet of leather for this hat. With the paper patterns ready, we're gonna go ahead and cram everything into this piece of leather and paste them together with masking tape. It's a little bit see-through, which you will need because you need to punch those holes in. So that's the reason I use masking tape. Yeah, looks like we're done. What we're gonna do next is punch those holes so we can start stitching. But before we do that, I want to show you what I use. This is a 1.5mm round hole puncher. I will leave a link into the video description if you want to get something similar. And just rub a mallet. You know, you know what we do here, but make sure you put something underneath. You can't punch the holes on the cutting surface. You're gonna ruin it. So don't go anywhere. I'm gonna get my high density plastic board, slide it underneath, and we can start punching those holes. One more tip before you start. Get some cheap candles from IKEA. I got like a pack of 20 for $1. Well, the equivalent of $1. And go ahead and rub them all along the stitching hole. This will make it much easier for this hole puncher to go in and out of the leather. Trust me, it makes a difference. All right, go ahead and do it all over. Don't be shy, and then we can start punching. Alright, so the pattern will have these holes marked, so you know that this will match the hole on a different piece of leather. So everything is centered nice and easy. So what I advise you should do, mark on both sides of this hole a little dot, okay? Don't worry, you will stitch on top of it, so it won't show. But then you will know on this is the hole you're looking for when you're trying to attach it to the other pieces and have it centered. All right, same here. And now you know this is the hole in question, and then on the other pieces as well. So you finished punching all the holes and you cut the leather out of the patterns. Very good. Now, if you use a little bit of cardboard or something tougher than paper, don't throw these away. Use them again. They're perfectly good patterns. You don't have to print them over and over again. Right? So file them somewhere, and next time you need to make another one, just pull them out. So we got all the leather we need, like we said. Obviously this is the crown, this bit here, this is the brim, yeah, this bit here, obviously much smaller than this, the size I mean, and that's this bit here, is this bit inside, and the top of course, and we have the piece that goes along the brim here, like so. Next we're just gonna stitch them all together and make the hat. Alright, now we're ready to start stitching. For the next stitch we're gonna be doing a cross stitch, and what we're gonna do is join these two pieces together on their edge. And now you understand why I insisted in 5 ounces of vegetable leather. Anything thinner than that, thinner than 2 millimeters, you won't be able to do the stitch. So it is important. Now I'm gonna be using brown 1 millimeter waxed thread. This is made by Ariana. It's an Italian firm. So for this is called cross stitching. It's a little bit harder than regular saddle stitch because you constantly need to pull the thread so the edges lock in like that. All right. If you know what I mean, go ahead and start stitching. If you've never done this stitch before, please bear with me till I move the camera and zoom in a little bit closer, and then I'll do the first stitches so you get the idea. All right, just hang on with me. All right, for the next pieces that we need to attach together, we're gonna use this one. I forgot what letter it is. And remember how we marked the holes here. See, this is the hole we need. And this will attach here. All right? This way, it's all nice and centered. Okay, so this gets stitched underneath, like so. So this is only the second stitch we've done, and you started maybe to notice, hey, this looks nothing like this. What's going on here? I want my money back. No, bear with me, be patient. What we're gonna do now is understand why I insisted we need vegetable tan leather, because we're gonna apply a little bit of water along the stitching line here, shape it in place, and because it's vegetable tan, it will stay like that. Don't try this with chrome, you're gonna waste your time and your leather. Having said that, if you wanna use chrome for this and you want a shape that looks like this for your hat, do it. I don't care. Still a good looking hat. You'll still get that dome shaped top. So yeah, go ahead, do it. But if you're looking for the traditional fedora pork pie hat, follow my lead. Get some water. Get a sponge, get a rag, and apply it over here like I do. All right, dripping all over. But you know what I mean, right, governor? Get some water in there. Okay, nice and even. There you go. Good. Right, we're done with this now. So we shall proceed to get this shape using our little fingers. Okay, so try and bend it here, close to the stitching. See? And don't force it, just go slowly. We'll take a few passes at it. Okay? And see what happens. I'm gonna fast forward starting now. All right, well, now it looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Go ahead and apply more water on this band here, the inner circle, right? Because we gotta show him a few things. All right, here we go. Well, let's bend this like I do here as well. Can you see? Easy. Very easy. There you go. Now take your time doing this, don't force it, and then you'll get an even uniform bend all over. Okay? Look at that. I mean, you can lift the hand like that. Don't do it if you want. But I will go ahead and attach this top. Okay? Now remember, find that hole that you marked and attach it to the other hole that you marked. Okay? This way it will be centered. Alright? And we're gonna stitch this on top like that. But I'm gonna move the camera here anyway. Start stitching so you can have a better look. Alright? So this is where we're at now. We finished with the top, with the crown. It's still wet, so let's leave it on the side to dry. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and finish the brim. Okay. Now the brim, we will get this long piece of leather and stitch it, sandwich the brim in between this piece of leather here. All right. We're gonna fold it. It helps if you wet it a little bit, so it won't crack when you bend it. Okay. Since it's vegetable tan leather, if you bend it too much and the leather is dry, it may crack. You don't want that. You need to avoid the crack. All right. Stay in school. Right. So here we are. We're also gonna attach. We're gonna insert a piece of aluminium wire inside the brim. Right. So this should be about the length of this strip. Right. And allow a couple of inches extra. All right. So we won't join it like that because it won't look good. So we'll leave them on top of each other like that under this strip of leather. So see, you won't see it, but it'll give it a nice continuation here. We're gonna go ahead and attach it, stitch a couple of lines, right? 2, 3, 4 stitches, and only then we're gonna insert this in there and continue stitching all the way around. So as you keep stitching, you probably notice the leather starts to bend and give you that nice round shape I was talking about. No wet shaping at all. It's all in the stitching, baby. You're welcome. Well, we're making big progress here. We have a complete brim. We have the crown, and we just gotta marry the two together. And you know, you can already see how awesome this will be. That rhymes, huh? You can already see how awesome this will be. So once again, we're gonna stitch the brim on top of the crown. You should already have marked the hole to attach it to this one here. Refer to your pattern if you don't. And go ahead and attach them. Once again, I want to show you the brim sits on top of the crown. All right. Well, we're almost there. Our hat is one piece, one beautiful piece I might add, but it misses something. It misses that hat band that most hats do. Obviously this is an optional detail, but if you do want to have a hat band, a long strip is not gonna work. So there's a pattern for this curved shape, because it needs to follow the cone shape of the hat. So yeah, you can just stitch it in place like this, or you can actually stitch it to the hat, okay, like that. At the back here, the holes will match. I'm not gonna do that because I want to be able to take it off if I need to. So you do what you want. I'm gonna go ahead and close the loop here and put it on the hat, see how it fits, and afterwards we'll give this hat a nice color, okay? We're gonna go ahead and apply some dye to the hat. I already have a black one, so we're gonna make this one brown, all right? Obviously protect your hands. Get everything ready. I love this dye because I only have to, it's water-based. Very good for our purposes here. Yes, I know what you're gonna say. Why don't you do this first before you stitch the pieces together? I know you're gonna say that. But I don't care. Now look, I mean, I could very well leave this as the only coat because it looks so vintage. Oh my god, I love it.